Hello, how are you today on this beautiful sunny afternoon here in beautiful downtown Adelaide or South Australia? Mindset is what I'd like to talk to you about today, and it's quite an important subject. A lot of people just take it for granted, but mindset, how you see things is how you see things. You probably go, what's all that about? Your mindset is based around how you were brought up as a child. You were given education, you were given direction by your families and relatives of things that you had to do to sort of, I guess, fit in. And it's all goes into your mind, and that's what helps shapes you through your life. And as you become a teenager, you get influenced by peers and other events, and that then changes certain things, and you then go in certain directions, and this is where you start looking for your careers and what you want to be doing in later life. And if you're being influenced by your family, community, your school, maybe your church if you're a religious person, that all influences on how you go through life. And then when you get to adult, you find a job, and then you're probably influenced once again through that job. The influences of your family, friends, communities are all continuously bombarding you, but this is how it is, so we think. Good example of how you're influenced is, say if you were born in Italy, you would have been brought up on the language of the Italian way of speaking, and you would have learnt to also eat the kind of foods that the Italians love to eat, and then you sort of merged all the cultures and learnings and everything into your way of life, and hence you, as they say, would be an Italian. Then you follow the traditions of the community and the country. Through these influences, a set of beliefs are developed that help shape how you make sense of yourself. These beliefs influence how you think, feel, and act in a situation. For many people, living the traditional way is what has been handed down from generations, and they will keep the tradition going. An example would be that your father worked in a mine, and he influenced his children also to work in the mines because his father worked in the mines and influenced him. This is known as sort of like a fixed mindset. There is also a growth mindset where a person decides to not follow family wishes and move on to do what they want to do. Start a business. This will stretch that person's mindset, and they will continue to learn and evolve. People can choose the life they wish to have and change that fixed mindset to an unfixed mindset. And this is where you set yourself some goals that are based on what you want to do, not what anybody else wants to do. It's about what you want to do. And it must not sound good to any other person but you. So as they say, aim for the stars and you might hit the moon. But hey ho, that's how it goes. And but that's what it's all about. Then you focus on that goal day and night, so it's sort of burnt into you, so that it is driving you to get going. And you start seeing yourself already in possession of that goal. And that is now making you feel awesome, because you can sort of start feeling, tasting that you've actually got it. When ideas come to you, into the mind, you must take immediate action on those ideas so that it keeps reinforcing the fact that you want this goal. Now, as this is new to you, you will experience fear, and that is one of the biggest and worrying situations that we can have. Can I do it? What's the neighbours thinking? And all those sorts of situations will start going through your mind, and this can put a brake on your actions. Don't worry, this is normal. And then what you must do is sort of step back, take a big deep breath, and then start going back through what is it that you want, and focus on that, and then really hold that goal inside of you and go forward again. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Trust me, I have made heaps and heaps of mistakes, but I keep going and I see my goals eventuating, because it's the best way to learn. As you make a mistake, you sort of go, that didn't work, okay, next. And Edison's probably the best example of that. They say it took him 10,000 attempts to get the electric light bulb. He just put it down to that was 10,000 attempts of the globe not working. But now, look at us. We're now into LEDs, not the old type of globe as he invented. So the most important thing that with your belief is your attitude to your life. So always make it a positive one. Attitude controls your thoughts, which controls your feelings, which also then controls your actions, because you've got to get out there and do it, which then controls the results that you get. To change your mindset beliefs is through repetition and elite coaching. Health, Wellbeing and Mindset Transformational Behavioural Change Specialist Coaching will guide you with the changes your mindset belief deserve to have. So please click the link below and make a booking for a free call with me, and let's get you started. And I hope your weekend is an awesome one, because I know mine's going to be. Till then, have a great remainder of your day. Bye for now.